I recited Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So last week we finished up to the jhana. We finished jhana fetters. Okay. So today we go to the Indriya. Please turn to the page number, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali page number 19. Paragraph number 12. Okay. Paragraph number 12. Atha Salini, Athagatha, page number 189. Paragraph number 12 also. So translation is Exposita, page number 191. Here, the last paragraph. So before we go to Athagatha, it will be better for us, for you, also to read Pali, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali. Only then it will be easy for you to recognize what the commentator is talking about. Okay, so that's why I prefer you to open Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, page number 90, and then read paragraph number 12. Kadaman tasmai samaye sadindariya hoti. So that's a question. So how sadindariya, faith faculty rises at that time. So at that time means at the time of the rising Mahakusala, first Mahakusala Jeta. So yada samay samaye saddha, okay, saddhana, okapana, abhibasado, saddha, saddindriyam, saddhavalam. So you can find 7 words. With the 7 words, the Buddha explained faculty of faith faculty. So how to translate it? Faculty of the faith. Here is the faculty of faith. Faith faculty also the same, I think. Faith as faculty. Faith as faculty. So here, commentator explained that. So Mandi for this word, Sadindriya. So commentator start to explain what the word Saddha. Yeah, that means Saddha. In that case, commentator explained that Buddha di Gunanam Saddhana Vasena Saddha. Okay. So here it is faith as the belief in virtue of the Buddha, etc. Okay, Buddha di Gunanam, virtue of the Buddha, etc. Sadhana. Sadhana is belief. So not much different. So Saddha is Saddha means a belief or conviction faith. Uh, yeah, faith, simply faith. But according to Community, it is explained that it is faith in the Buddha, virtue of the Buddha, Buddha Guna. So not the Buddha itself. So but the virtue of the Buddha, virtue of the Dhamma, and virtue of the Sangha. So so we believe in the Buddha. It means we believe in the virtue attributes of the Buddha. Okay, so because the Buddha has enormous wisdom, so that's also a kind of virtue. So he has the honest Dhamma. He guides us the way to the ultimate peace, the way to ultimate peace. So that's why we believe in the Buddha's virtue. So maybe it may be the usage may be the same as some people, as other religion, they said believe in God. Okay, they believe in a God. And mostly they write what in God we trust. They write right in God we trust. So here, most in the Buddha's teaching, uh, in the virtue of the Buddha we trust. Okay, in the virtue of the Buddha we trust. So that is the meaning. So that is the faith. So faith plays very important role as we discussed before, while we are studying characteristic, function, etc. So without faith, we cannot be able to study, or we will not be imagined to study the Buddha teaching. Without faith, we will not even imagine that the Buddha to visit the Buddha's Buddhist temple or Sharai room or and so on. So faith plays a very important role. Faith is similar to a seed, right? Without seed, you cannot expect to have any fruit, any plant, even though you may have a what enormous, large amount of the paddy feed or whatever feed. So unless you have a seed, so you cannot plant. So also, without faith, you cannot practice sila, you cannot do dharana, and also you cannot practice meditation. So, so that is very important. That's why faith. So, and also in the another, while we are studying in the monastery learning center, our Sayadaw mostly gave a Dhamma talk to the lay people by making Burmese poems. The Burmese poems. So he composed a kind of poem, Burmese poem, and then what? Um, so he mentioned that uh, the time now we are living is uh, so in the flourishing time of the Buddha's teaching, Buddha's dispensation of the Buddha. Okay, the time we are living on now is how to say, in the dispensation of the Buddha. The Buddha teachings are shining forth very brightly. So, and also he said another line is that so Yarana mo don't feel look. Yarana means jewelry. Okay, gems and jewelries are maybe pouring down like raining. Okay, So there are a lot of treasures so available in the dispensation of the Buddha. Then he said, Taradaya lemnya dure. So the faith, okay, the faith is similar to our hand, our hand. So Taradaya lemnya dure. Myamane abye kaupakwe. Please be hurry to collect or to pick up the jewelries in the dispensation of the Buddha. So something like that. So even though you have maybe many jewelries and treasures around you, but if you have no hand, it will be impossible for you to get it. So also without faith, even though you come across in Buddha's dispensation, uh, if you have no faith, then we cannot have any treasure, okay, any jewelry of Siddhana, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, and so on. So that's why faith is very important. Faith is the habit of believing in the another life, or faith is the habit of believing in the three jewels. Mhm. So Buddha Dini Yaranani Sadhadi. So I Patiyati. The faith is the habit of believing in the three jewels, the Buddha, the order, and the law. So here, if you read Atthakatha, there is a kind of variation. So Patiyati Sadha Buddha Dini Varadanani Sadhadi Patiyayadi di Sadha. Okay. So in the Chadasangan edition, there is a Patiyayadi, right? Patiyayadi. But the Padadika Sayadaw Banweba Janaka Pivansa, and also another scholar, they said, Patiyayadi. Patiyayadi. It means what? Patiyayadi. Patiyayadi is what? The meaning is swear you happen depending on. Okay? Happened depending on. Happens depending on. So like that. Instead of patiyayati, they prefer patiyayati. It means the what? The preface, pati, preface, and also eat, root. The root is eat. So eat change into a ya, and then ya one y is augmented. So in this way, patiyayati they prefer like a bachayo. Okay, if you say the word pachayo, hedu pachayo, pachaya derived from the root, derived from the prefix, pati prefix, e root, the root eat, e. So e means to come, to go, e ayakamane, to go. So here also they suggest to have this kind of variation, but Badiyayati, instead of Badiyayati, they like theologies like Badiyayati.
Zero, Zero,
Yes.
could you please write the word that
Okay.
Sayadaw referred to? But I cannot see the difference.
Yes. Wait. You share is better, right? What is this? Ah. Wait. Document.
There you just use your Word file and you can type that one. Yeah.
Wait. So where? Okay, I will open one of the Microsoft Word. Dhammasaṅgaṇī is here. Sorry. Here is Dhammasaṅgaṇī, Microsoft Word. So here I will write. Okay. Adi ya yadi. So that is Atasalini. So Padi ya yadi. This is Vasadika. Okay. Vasadika. It suggests what? Padi preface. Ru is what? Ru's high, I don't know. Ru's high is eat. Okay. Yeah, D, surface, and then D. E means to come. Okay. Can you see?
Yes,
So,
Sarah.
okay. So the theology suggests like this. This one is a root. Maybe you can add a root sign. Okay. Padiyayadi. So padiyayadi means what? Padiyayadi. Padiyayadi. Expect something like expecting. So Padaya Padiyayadi is most suitable. The theology said. So
So Sarah, if the Pasadiga Sarah, there's this Patiya Yati. So I couldn't find it in the dictionary.
Yes, I guess you treated pati as the prefix and search for the word yajati. The yajati is equivalent to yati.
But in the double T, Patiya Yati actually is a denominative form.
Did we do Sayadaw?
Hello, Sarah.
hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Connection lost. Can you hear me? I think.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Screen, where is it? Dhammasaṅgaṇī. So, pati preface e surface e root abhajaya surface, and then maybe t is vadamana. Okay, present tense. Padiyayati happens depending on. So happens.
So Sarah, if in this case we have to insert two y, right?
Pardon? Two y.
Well,
Y one y is augmented. Abdabadi, abdabadi, one y is augmented. Augmented. Okay. E change into what happened a year. Okay. Okay. How to say? This one, final word maybe you may be elided, and also one y is UGMEND augmented in the abdabadi.
so
Okay.
how can the short R become non R?
Where?
Or they don't have non R. So.
This one is no long, no, yeah. Here, do simplify. Y is augmented. Okay. This is root. This is one to say. This one, Vibadi, Bajaya, root. Then this is what? Augmented. And then this is preface. Okay. And we add together. Combination. So Badiya Yadi like that. So Sadhadi, this is how to say, happens depending on that is called what? Sadhata. Okay. In Bali we call Sadhata. Sadhata. Okay, what is the meaning of a Sadhata? Sadhata. Sadhata means the meaning of the word. The right meaning. Okay. Indirect meaning, adhibayata. There is another. So whenever you have a word, you can, how to say, you can interpret in two ways. One is sadhata, another is adhibayata. Adhibayata. Okay. So sadhata means the definition. How to say? Sadhata means the original meaning. Okay. So according to, for example, sadhahadi di sadha. Okay. In that case, if you interpret sadhahadi as happens depending on, so here, the dhamma that have been depending on the virtue of the Buddha, etc. So that refers to saddha cetasika. So it is the meaning of a saddhata. Adhibayata means you believe in. Okay, we trust in the God, in the Buddha. Okay, we trust in the Buddha. We believe in the Buddha. So that is adhibayata. So that's why they say, for example, believe in. Okay, that is adhibayata, not the root meaning. Okay, not the root meaning, but the shape meaning or whatever. So Pajaya also the same. Yeah? Pajaya also. Pajaya derived from the badi, e, and also asavis, pajayo, edu pajayo, something like that. Okay, that is what? Sada is the root, sam plus the dha, no? How do you understand the word sada? The root of a sada. What is the root of a sada? Sada. Maybe I will go to Bali class. Sam plus da in what? Sada. Saddha means etilinga, right? Saddhaya. San plus dha. San plus dha here. So dha means dharane, to keep them well. Sometimes to reconcile. Okay, like a Sandahadi. Painanawa Sandada. Okay, sometimes you can you have a when you study about the how to say uh, what's how the Visuna Vaja. Visuna Vaja. When you are talking about the Visuna Vaja, uh, in that case, the business speech. Okay, in that case, you are dividing the people. So, but for the Buddha, when you study about the Buddha, and also morality, like Brahmajala Sutta, Chula Sila, Majjhima Sila, and so on. There you can also see what Vinana Wasandada. The Buddha is uh, one who reconcile those who are divided. Okay, those who are divided, trying to reconcile. So nowadays, like maybe President-elect Joe Biden, he said, we have to unite. We whether we are Democrat or Republican, he said we have to be united, one America or something like that. Okay, that is called also Sandhada. Okay, the same root, Sandha. Okay, the same root. It means reconciliation, reconcile, do reconcile. And also another meaning is another meaning of the sam plus da is what to keep them to keep things very well. Okay, to keep things tight and neat and tight. Okay, to keep things neat and tight. So, but here, so commentator purposely put the word padiyayati or padiyayati, maybe one word. Commentator not just at how to say sadhati only. If we put the sadhati only, we may mistake maybe another meaning, something like a reconciliation, or something like we put them together very in a very good manner. So that's why commentator purposely put the word after another word, padiyayati or padiyayati, padiyayati. Okay. So with this explanation, we can understand that the root meaning of the meaning of the root meaning of the dha is not not in the sense of a reconciliation, but in the sense of what happening depending on something, depending on the triple gem. So that is why it is called what? Savanana. If you give the name of the Savanana, what is? So Dadotha Savanana. Now Dutiya Dadotha Savanana. So because so when we talk about the Achada and Kida, Achada also, Achada is a verb form, Kida is a noun form, right? In the Achada, also we have to deal with the root. Okay. In the Kida also we have to deal with the root. So in order to differentiate when we are giving grammatically, uh, we maybe in the Savanana they give the name. For the root in the Achada, they just simply say Dhadu. Or if we are talking about the meaning of the root, Dhadutha. Okay, Dhadu, Dhadutha. Okay, like a Saddha, Saddha and Saddhatha. So here I will write it for your information. Dhadu, and then where it goes. Dhadu. So that is Dhadwatha. Okay. This is root. When we talk about the root, uh, we just simply say root. And then when we talk about the root, meaning of the root, meaning of a root. So dadu ata. Okay. So for the if we are talking about the achata root meaning, so we simply give the name dadu bara sawanana or dadota sawanana. But when we talk about the root in the kita bara, okay, so in order just for the differentiation, we got for the dudiya, okay, dudiya dadu, and then dudiya dadota, okay, something like that. Second root, actually not the second root. It's referring whenever you see this word, you have to understand. Oh, it's talking about the kita, okay. We also deal with the kita. Deal with the root in the kita forms, kita nouns. So here, sada is a kind of a kita word. That's why we have to give a word. Padiyayati or padiyayati is explanation of the meaning of the root in the word sada. That's why it is called tudiya dadota sawanana, something like that. So here also commentators specify Buddhadini wa Radanani. Okay, Radanani, uh, they believe or it happens depending on something, not depending on others, but specifically depending on the triple gem, that is the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. That's why here purposely put the Buddhadini Radanani. Okay, and also here you can see in English we found the word or. Okay, okay, but in Pali for the word or we use a va. Okay, we so it is equal to what or alternatively. So this so it's a kind of a linking. Okay, when we write a thesis or academic paper or whatever paper, you have to show the link with the one sentence to another, right? So that's also very important in our writing in the academic papers. So sometimes a previous sentence is one thing and the following sentence is another thing without showing any signal. Okay, without showing any signal, if you write it abruptly, then a reader get lost. Okay, that's why not to have such a things. Literature style is like this, and so this kind of nature you can even see in the Pali commentary, right? So Pali commentary by studying Pali commentary, I think one way or another it was very helpful for your academic writing. So there, each and every word that they purposely put it. Okay, so that's why when we study. Maybe other that I was doing master degree at the IDBMU, and Sayadaw Dr Oxford Sayadaw is explained. Maybe our class is a combination of PhD and MA students. Then this he explained that in the PhD level you have to think. PhD means what? The doctor of philosophy, right? Doctor of philosophy. Mm. Not thinking about the ideas only, but thinking you have to be able to think about the what, where to place, or what was to be placed here. Okay, so up to that level, we have to how to say think. We have to able to maybe philosophize, philosophize. We have to able to think. Mm. Only then you will be worthy of the uh, what they do have a title or the daughter of philosophy, something like that. So here also, that kind of a nature, literary style. Okay, academic principle we can see here. So in the first sentence, commentator explain what Buddha di gunanam sadhana wasena saddha. Okay, one sentence finished. So sadhana wasena saddha. So just simply believing. Okay, believing. Maybe it is, we can interpret that it is in the sense of bhava sadhana. Okay, as I explained you before, ultimate Brahmata Dhammas, you can do what? Either Kadu sadhana, okay, or bhava sadhana, or karana sadhana. You can make it. You can, how to say, you can define the ultimate realities like a saddha, vidya, sati, and so on, lova. So you can make a definition by means of kadu sadhana. So it means it tends to, it tends to. So sometimes bhava sadhana just maybe, how to say, believing, or maybe like something like a jaram, and also karana sadhana like a tool. So here, in the first sentence, the commentator explain what sadhana was saying as sada. So there you can make a what? With this sentence, a commentator explain sada, you can make a bhava sadhana. Okay, but maybe there may be a question may arise. Uh, is it bhava sadhana alone to define the word sada? Okay, bhava sadhana can be defined only by means of a bhava sadhana. So there may arise such a question. In order to dispel such a question, the commentator continue to add another sentence. That is Buddha di ni varadanani sadahati padiyayati di sada, right? So there, with this sentence, commentator want to explain what? Uh, Not only bhava sadhana, okay? Not only through the bhava sadhana, but also through the katu sadhana. Okay, katu sadhana, sadhati. Okay, sadhati. It tends to believe. So that's why not only through the bhava sadhana, but also through the katu sadhana, we can define the word sadha. Okay, so there is nothing to be blamed. Okay, otherwise there is something, maybe some weak point, or um, yeah, weak point that there will be for other to attack. So that's why. So in academic writing also the same thing we found that in the academic writing, so all the time we have to ask maybe our teachers that they don't. So when you are writing a thesis, uh, imagine that you are talking to another person. Maybe your replica is there. Well, whenever you put down a word, uh, your replica all the time, is it sure? He asks. Maybe she asks you, are you sure this one is okay or not? Maybe something like that here, just now I explain you. If you maybe write it down, only bhava sadhana, the definition of a sadhana by means of bhava sadhana, then your replica asks, uh, bhava sadhana alone. So then, no. Karana sadhana or kadu sadhana also possible. So, okay, and then you may edit something like that. So here also this kind of a nature. If we understand this kind of a nature for those for the Myanmar mans and nuns, if they can apply, so the method we have studied in the Dhammacharya level, so academic writing will not be stranger, will not be very new. When we study in the university, when I study in the university, at the maybe MA level, people are talking about the academic writing or what the research. Because this is English word, we are not familiar with what is research, what is academic writing. So I don't know. Then I have to read many books about what is academic writing, what is the research. So then finally came to realize, and also with the help of the teachers, I came to realize that, oh, this is not a new thing, but what we have a study in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī level. Okay, literature study, literature writing style, and so on. So that makes me much more comfortable to go with the academic work, academic writing, and also research work. So also, the later when I encourage the students, especially Burmese students, monks and nuns, so please try to compare academic writing is not a new thing, but what you have studied in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī level. So just pay attention, just apply the method or you have a study there, then that will be very beneficial for the whatever language, in English or in Pali or in whatever. So this maybe this kind of a writing style is called what academic style. So and please continue to another one. Sadhana. Okay.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Sada. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Sayadaw, I have a question about the word war. Um,
Mm.
so usually when we see the word war, which in between two words, it means we can take this word or the other word.
Mm.
This the two different. They kind of not exactly, but I think maybe they have different meaning.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
quite, but they have different meaning. So does that mean in this case, both Dini and Ratanani are different?
No. This war, as I explained you, is this war is not not indicating the difference between in the sentence, but the difference between in the previous sentence and following sentence. It's a kind of a linking word. Linking, yeah, when we write connecting, right? Connecting with the
Oh,
previous sentence and following sentence.
oh, I see. So it is
Something like
connecting.
end, okay?
I see. So this one is connected with the previous sentence. So there are
Sure,
two ways of explaining the word satta. So this wa is connected those two sentences.
sure.
It's
Mm.
not connecting those two words, Buddha,
The-
Dini, and Ratanani.
Yeah, not
I-
like this.
Okay,
So
okay.
sometimes you say Saribuddha wa Moggallano wa, okay? So in that case, there are two words are there.
Yeah.
Saribuddha wa Moggallano wa. It means it is clearly indicate either Panuva Saribuddha or Panuva Moggallana. Okay. So at that time mostly we have a two
Yeah.
words. Okay. That
Actually, I have the same question about this point.
Yes, this is clear now. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Sayadaw, how about
Yeah. How
so
about
how about if we put the wa after the Radhanani?
this is also okay, but the according to
How about the meaning? How about the meaning?
the same. Buddhadini Radhanani wa. So in that case, that will be that will bring about another confusion, right? That will bring about another confusion. It means what means what? Not only this, another one. Okay, either do the triple gem or do the God.
Yeah, I
So
want to see this point.
that kind of confusion will arise. Okay, so that's why where to place also very important, right?
I
So
see.
the words where to place, we have to think about that. No, not abruptly placing the words there.
Sarah,
So, but yes,
Sarah. Sarah you explained the word Sadatha. This means the original meaning.
yeah.
The Adipayatha is what, Sarah?
Debayada means shade, meaning, or you can say uh, shade.
I'm sorry, shape meaning.
Shade. No, I would maybe 100 Pome meaning or something like that. Denotation, this will be better. Sarada means a kind of a denotation, right? Right. Denote. Mm. Can you hear me? Ah. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry. Okay, good. Connotation.
Sorry, Sarah. My device is very
This one,
difficult to
that will
control.
be that will be better. Sadatha.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Sadatha means the denotation. Adebayata means connotation. Right? Connotation, connote. Honestly. Idea suggested by what? In addition to the main meaning. Okay? This is this is main meaning, this is extra meaning. Something like that. So denotation and connotation, they're like that. They use it in the language. Okay. So let's go to another word. Sadhana Garo. Sadhana. The Buddha said in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, Sadha, Sadhana. Sadhana means just a manner. Okay? Manner. Manner or the believing. Okay? And then Ogabana. Ogabana is also another word when the Buddha explained. So commentator explained Buddha Dinan Guni Ogahadi. So and then you remember the previous days we have studied Ogahana. Okay? Ogahana, I think where. So Ogahandi. When we talk about the Samadhi, Ekagata, Chitta Ekagata, there we have Ogahana. So that time, so Ogahidawa, Anubawi Sedawa, Datati, Awatiti. Okay, in the case of Awatiti, under the explanation of the Ekagata, we found the same word. Ogahadi. Ogahadi means that we break here. Here, Benedwa, we are Anubawi Seti. We enter like as if we break something. Okay, it means we dive into the triple gem, Baju or the triple gem. We entrust, okay? We entrust, uh, the Baju or the triple gem. We devoted our our life, okay? Our faith, everything we have in the triple and the Baju or the triple gem. Something like it is called Okapana, okay? Okapana. So I think I go to where Dhammasaṅgaṇī Athasalini translation. Here, uh, here they mention trust is the behavior of the mind which has the faith. That is all sadhana. Then another one is ogabana. It dives into the virtue of the Buddha, etc., as though breaking them and entering into them. This is a confidence. So maybe when you define the word confidence, then there may be some meaning. Confidence means what? Here is Ogabana explaining. Confidence in Ogabana. So if we have a confidence, maybe self-confidence or confidence or other, maybe it will be better what maybe trust. Okay, we trust in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, and the Sangha wholeheartedly, without reserving anything. Uh, we devote our time, our energy, our life, even our life to the Buddha. So, Dhammasaṅgaṇī. So that is Ogabana. Another one is Buddha di Nangunesu Edaya Saddha Adiwiya Basidandi. Okay. So that is, after that there's a comma. Then there also you see Sayava. Okay. Sayava. This va also connection between two sentences. This sentence explanation is a combination of two sentences together. One is Buddha di Nangune su edaya sada diwiya pasidandi di abhipasado. Then another sentence is sayam abhipasidati di abhipasado. So to combine these two words, so this sentence is combined two in one sentence. Then also there is a difference. That's why it is indicated with the word va. Okay. So here, Buddha di Nangune su edaya saddha adiwiya basidandi abhipasada. So here, by this being have abundant assurance in the virtue of the Buddha, etc. This is assurance. Here, or it itself has a great assurance. Okay, it is in them. This is assurance. So here, explain what assurance. Abhipasado is assurance. So first one is Karana Sadhana. Okay. Abhipasi Adiwiya Basidandi Edaya di Abhipasado. Okay, Karana Sadhana. With the word Edaya, you can see instrument, the word Edaya with the instrument case. So Sada is a kind of instrument. Then another one is what? Abhipasidati the abhipasada. It tends to assure. Okay? It tends to assure. It tends to how to say Basidati means a clear, clarity, maybe clarifying. How to say? You can simply say cleanse our mind. We cleanse. Pasidati means very clear, very bright, crystal clear, and so on. So extremely clear. What our mind become extremely clear through this, through having this kind of mentality within ourselves. Then our mind became very clear, bright. So that is what Abhivasado. And also it is in the sense of a Karana sadhana. So, and also that the sadhana itself is, how to say, tends to clear itself. So that's why Abhipasado. In two kinds of explanation, Abhipasado is giving. This is also talking about the sada, right? Sada, if we have a sada, our mind will be very clear, very bright, and also the clarity of the mind. And also it can makes other dhammas also become very clear. So whatever mentality material arise together with the saddha, uh, so it will be very clear. Okay, clarity of the mind, maybe not defined but purified, kind of purification. Idani here, this is explanation is a noteworthy explanation. Here the following. Idani yasama sadindriya dina samasa padana wasena So here, please try to read by yourself this one. So I will go to, for your understanding, I will go to Athakatha translation. Now, when a different method of explanation is adopted because of compound terms, the faith faculty, etc., the classification of the time is made by taking the first member. This is the rule in the Abhidhamma. Therefore, the word faith is repeated. Okay, I think uh, y- maybe some of you may understand, but for some of you may not understand. So in that case, I let you to read back Pali, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali. Please just look back. Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali. There you see Yada Samayin Samaye Saddha Saddhana Ogabana Abhipasado. And then again the word Saddha is given there. Okay. Saddha, the same word, is repeated 2 times. Okay. First time also Saddha already explained. Then after 3 words, then there again the word Saddha is used. Why? So maybe there may have such a question. Why in the Buddha use repeated words? So commentator in that case trying to explain here this word. The word Saddha is a use. The use of the word Saddha here is here. So just before the compound word, okay. After in the Bali, you see, after the Saddha, there will be Saddhindriya and Saddhabalam. Okay. Saddhindriya is a combination of a Saddha and Indriya. Saddhabala is also combination of a Saddha word and Bala word. So if 2 words are joined together, we call what? Samasa, right? Compound. So in the Abhidhamma, so maybe there is explanation. In the explanation, before the explanation of the compound word, the original word should be placed. That is the tradition of the Abhidhamma. Okay. So with this explanation is given here. Now, when a different method of explanation is adopted because of the compound terms at the faith faculty, etc., the classification of terms is made by taking the first member. Okay, maybe in the Saddha Indriya, the Saddha Indriya, the first member is the Saddha, right? When it is going to be taking, then we use what? This is the rule in the Abhidhamma. Therefore, the word of faith is repeated. Okay, that is one explanation. So noteworthy. Then also another explanation. There you can see what Yathava. Also the same va. You see what Yathava. Why is alternatively or Itiya Indriya Itindriya Nadata Idhan. Here it is not like the term Itindriya, which is equivalent to the faculty of femininity. Okay. So here it would be better if we say in Pali. Uh, so when we have 8 Buddhist Indriya also, right? So in that case, 80 plus Indriya, 2 words are combined together. So in that case, we have to say what? 80 Indriya, 8 Indriya. 80 means of feminine, okay? Of feminine. Faculty of the feminine, faculty of the masculine. Okay, 80 Indriya and the how to say the vibhadi means how to say case ending, right? Case ending or the case ending between 2 words. Okay, uh, is what? Chati, right? Chati is how to say what? Possessive suffix, right? Possessive sense. And the possessive sense. So, but This kind of karma, this Ranyo Buddha Raja Buddha. What kind of a samasa compound it is? 80 Indian, 80 Indian. If you say that is a kind of a kamada taburisa, right? Taburisa. The faculty of the feminine taburisa samasa. Here is a what? No, it is a chati taburisa samasa in the 18th Indriya and Buddhist Indriya. But in the what? Sadendriya, we should not be like this. We should not do like that. Okay, something like a sadhaya indriya, sadendriya, or something like that. We should not make it. Okay, but what way we should do? Idambana sadhava indriya, sadendriya. Okay, sadhava indriya. That's why here the faith as a faculty. Okay, the faith as a faculty. Yeah, when you interpret the sadendriya, okay, we have to interpret the uh, faith as a faculty. Okay, for example, maybe in the Visuddhi Magga also the say, I think maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe 1 week ago, Brother Sayadaw Dr Nandamala Bivansa, he made that on the Facebook, and maybe Dhamma post explanation of the Sun Dhammas, very short explanation. So when he explained that the word the deity Visuddhi, Sila Visuddhi, okay, Sila Visuddhi, okay, Sila Visuddhi, that in that case the Sayadaw prefer how to say, in Myanmar they say, Sayadaw said, Tila is Senje Jem Mahobu, okay, Tila is Senje Jem Mahobu. Sila Visuddhi does not mean the purification of a sila. Okay. What does it mean is morality as a purification. Okay. Morality as a purification. The same thing here. So, this is
So Sayadaw,
Mhm.
so in that case, we make it as a Gamadariya Samasa.
Yeah. Awadadana. Sambhawana Kamadara.
Yeah.
Sambhawa. We have a 9 guys for Kamadara Samasa.
Yes.
Right?
Like
And then you have
like so this is something like a Jakfu Dadu or like that type.
yeah, Jeku Ewa Dadu. So Jeku Dadu, Ewa and Ewa. Also there are 2 guys. Ewa. Jeku Ewa Dadu. Only Jeku is only eye sensitivity is eye, how to say, eye element. In that case, it is Awadharana Kamadharaya. Okay. And then another meaning is Sambhavana Kamadharaya here. So when we use a Buddha, maybe Cheku Buddha Dadu, Cheku Dadu. Okay, that is Sambhavana. Sambhavana means praising or lifting up. Okay, Sambhavana Kamadharaya. Ewa, if we use Ewa, there are 2 possibilities. One is Sambhavana Kamadharaya, another is Avadharana Kamadharaya Samasa. So here is also Sambhavana Kamadharaya, like a Jeku Dhatu. So they are very close. Awadharana means the limitation. So only this. Only Jeku is a Jeku Dhatu. Okay. But the Sambhavana is not in the sense of a limitation, but Ukansana means lifting up. And also praising. Pamodana, praising. So yeah, mostly the grammarian, they try to use this kind of sadhava indriya, sadindriya. So some sambhavana kamadharaya. So here for your knowledge information, Buddha, the word Buddha, here I will share. Wait. Uh, Buddha. Where? Buddha. Buddha. Hodua. Then, no, not that. Sankada. Eva. And then Eva. So when two words are joined with one of these words, either with the Buddha or Hudwa or Sankada or Iwa, then we have to understand that Sambhavana Kamadaraya compound. No? Okay, Sambhavana Kamadaraya compound. Okay, because you are going to see this kind of things in the throughout the Athasalini. Okay, many times the Sankado, Buddha, Hodoa, or Ewa or Iwa. So when you are studying compound word, okay, that's why for your information, please trying to take note this one. So when two words are joined with the Buddha or Hodoa or Sankada or Iwa, then we have to enter this Kamadharaya firstly. Remember, and then it is what kind of, because 9 kinds of Kamadharayas are there. So man, then we can place Sambhavana Kamadharaya. So I think it will be better for you to review your Kamadharaya study, right? I think you have studied in our university, Kamadharaya Samasa. So just for your information here. And then here, please let me finish up to the certain area. So here, A1, Samana Digarana Bawa Nyabana Tambi, Puna Sada Di Hoda. So here, another explanation. So the word Sada is repeated in order to what? In order to let you know, in order to let us know the state of a being, same base. Okay, so Sada and Indriyas are not referring to another thing, but referring Sada is a base Indriya. Okay, suppose if you say Sadhaya Indriya, Sada Indriya, Sada is one thing, Indriya is another thing. Okay, maybe Indriya is one part of a Sada. Sada is a big, and Indriya is a small part of a Sada. Something like that we may think. If you make a Chati Daburisa Samaza. Okay. But here, by this explanation, Sadhava Indriya, Sada Indriya, we come to know that Sadha and Indriya are the same thing. Sadha is also Indriya, Indriya also Sadha. Okay, they are inseparable. Totally the same. Samana means the same thing, Adhikarana be base. State of a being the same base. So in order to show this, so also Sadhabalan also the same thing, right? Sadhabalan, Sadhavabalan, Sadhava Indriyan, Sadindriyan. So like something like a Sila Visodi, right? Sila Eva Visodi, Sila Visodi. Sila Eva Visodi, Sila Visodi, something like that. This is Sayadaw repeatedly remind this kind of explanation because maybe English word maybe misleading the meaning of the Pali. So Sayadaw, why he was in the university also repeatedly remind this kind of definitions to be very careful. So also here, now we found it, Sadindriya and Sadabla. So there are two explanations. One is Abhidhamma. This is Abhidhamma custom, that's why Sada is a place, repeated, repeatedly mentioned here. And another meaning is that by placing Sada before the compound was led by the Sada, then what we can understand is that, so this Samana Dhikarana Bhava Nyapanata. So we have to know Saddha and Indriya are the same name. Okay. Saddha and Bala are the same name. Yeah. And also it should be done by means of the Kamadharaya Samasa, not the Taburisa Samasa. Okay. So in order to show this, but for these two reasons, the Buddha explained what? Repeated the Sada 2 times in the same explanation. So another thing, Sada Indriya is where Indriya means a controlling faculty, right? Indriyam, Indathankare Didi Indriyam. Okay. So where? So as I explained before, Indriya is something like a faculty. Faculty member, maybe head of the faculty, he has a full authority only in his department, in his faculty, not in the another. So also he has certain area. If we have a certain area, it has a controlling power only in the case of what adimauka, okay, and in making decision. So certain area has a power. So also bala means strong, strength, power, energy. So if we are energy, full of energy, what if we are strong, we will not be shaking or trembling. So that's why it's called bala. So maybe being strong or being energetic isn't not in the other sense here, not in the other case, but in the case of asadiya, uh, maybe untrustworthy things. So the things are not worthy to be trusted, the things are not worthy to be believed in. Okay, so in that case, we will not be shaking our sada. So today that is about the sada Indriya. Thank you so much for your listening. May you be able to establish strong faith in the Buddha Dhammasaṅgaṇī.
Thank you, Sayadaw. Sadhu,
Sadhu.
sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
So by reciting Buddha Sasana Jiran Detadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Detadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Detadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Detadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw.